So very exciting to see that coming up real soon.
So just for the record, right? I'm going to be biased towards Hess in that case because it sounds like he's from NorCal.
Oh. He's a regional pride, man. Regional pride.
Yeah, regional pride. Absolutely.
Always gotta go for it.
All else failing, gonna go for that.
Yeah. I mean, I just like Max Brass as a character. I think he's badass.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Max Brass is like truly the Falcon of ARMS, right?
And
actually, Max Brass for Smash 5. Would
Max
Max Brass be the representative?
I would main him. Yeah. I mean, the dude's 52 and he's still rocking those pecs, man. Like that's crazy.
Oh, actually, going Master Mummy.
Oh. Okay.
Interesting.
Right. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I think the graphic that I saw online was wrong. I think he is actually a top Master.
Oh,
Mummy.
he's
my bad. Sorry about that. But here we go. Well, yeah, Master Mummy's still very buff, very strong, and of course, as we talked about earlier, when he's in block, he can heal. So.
Yeah, he heals for 10 damage like about every second, so it forces the opponent to do something pretty committal, which is scary because, like, you see right now he's rocking the Megaton.
Yeah, and of course, Master Mummy, a very interesting trait. One of the heaviest grabs in the game, just body slams into the ground, 205 damage, two times, for 400, man.
And like, he's landed both of these grabs just like, oh, you threw a punch, that's cute, I'm gonna just jump over that.
Yeah. And of course, we got the Chilla and the Megawatt, just be able to get some really strong things in there, and that's a really good idea, just because once he gets the Spark in, to be able to disable those arms, he can get a grab, and that's like 300 damage right there. Yeah. Actually, that's a dead Wonder Chef right there as well.
Yeah, but like that's the smart thing about this loadout is, again, just the question is, how do I keep getting this 205 damage command throw? Not command throw, just throw.
I just saw Wonder Chef. He literally looked at the stage and was like, what the heck do I do about this? Oh, and they both pull out the rush at the same time, but Hess is able to come out first, and that's 325 damage already. Looking pretty bad for Wonder Chef right now.
And right now, just you saw the timing for Wonder Chef, right? He jumped just so that the two arms, the toasters would hit him in the jumping animation, so he'd armor through them. So smart. Yeah.
And we're seeing we're seeing a dead Wonder Chef once again, but we're seeing a lot different pressure than we see from like the Max Bass player Pega earlier, where Pega was just all up in his face, like throwing out punches left and right, and can't do nothing about it.
Suffocating, right?
Yeah, but we're seeing like a different, like a slow, methodical approach where he's just like walking towards him and then waits for the option and able to get something out.
It's more reactive pressure, if that makes sense, right? Because like for like his whole armor usage, right? It depends on him anticipating when the opponent is throwing his blows, so that he can just go ahead and armor through that in the way that he wants. And also just dodging around it entirely. Like I'll jump over it and get you with these grabs. I'll swoop, or I'll wait for you to throw one of your medium punches, and I'll throw my heavy fist instead. Yeah. And it's terrifying because if you don't do anything, there's always this thought in the back of your mind that, oh, he might grab me at any moment. So I do need it. Like the onus is on me to get ready to work, especially because he's past that reactive distance. He's like, you know, quarter of the way past you in the stage, so you can't really react too cleanly to the throws.
Right.
And then on top of everything else, there's also the healing factor, where like if you just let him stand there and shield, if you're really being too passive.
Yeah. Man, so that's just a bunch of mix-ups and game plans right there, man.
Oh man.
Yeah. But
he's a mummy. He's terrifying.
Yeah. He's actually a family man though, so that's always cute. Yeah. All right, here we go. Going on to looks like the ninja. That looks like the ninja. No, Temple Grounds. Dude, the home of Misango.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. This might be my favorite stage song. It's either this or Sky Arena.
Yeah, mine's Sky Arena personally, but yeah, Temple Grounds is a pretty good, close one too.
It's once the good pit starts, like 20 seconds in, it's the catchy.
Yeah. All right, so it looks like for Wonder Chef, we're pulling out the Coolerang and the Toaster. Fire and ice action going on there. And then Hess, of course, still rocking the Megawatt and the Chilla.
I do like the thought process of the Coolerang because that way he can avoid having to do a straight-on trade with the Megawatt, right? That way he can get around it entirely. Yeah. That is, in theory, though, right now, Hess is proving to be the slipperiest mummy that ever was, jumping over that grab, getting another clean 205.
Yeah, destroys the Pillager process as well. And something that I'm seeing that's very interesting, that's another grab, and that's a round, excuse me. But what's interesting is that what I've always been told is when you are frozen, just grab, or just shield and take the grab. Because if you take a 1-2 combo, that's even worse, because that's like 220 or something. As opposed to like the grab, which is 200 in this case. Yeah, but what I like what Hess is doing is that he's hesitating and waits for him to drop his grab and is able to get the hits that he needs and able to get more damage. Right, so
that is the power of top level play in a lot of games, is understanding those little half-second delays to wreak havoc on your opponent's mind. Yeah. Oh, and he breaks the arm. That whole time, the Chilla was going straight for the left arm.
Oh, and there we go. The rush just beats out the arms there and is able to get a lot of damage there.
Yeah, Hess looking so dominant against Wonder Chef. Again, finds a grab, and that is almost it for Wonder Chef.
All right.
Wonder Chef trying to weave in through, but not able to find a hard knockdown. You need a charge toaster in order to send Master Mummy on his backhand.
Yeah, that would be really hard to do right now. And is he going to be able to heal some damage? And looks like a Wonder Chef's a bit hesitant, but actually gets a knockdown with the fire. That's looking good, but just another grab. Boom! And that's another body slam. And that's going to be Hess taking it 2-0 over Wonder Chef.
Yeah, looking very, very good right there. Like, I like that Hess actually just like put up his shield. He's like, are you gonna have the confidence to grab me at all? I wonder, because like I have such a huge life lead. If I just make that even bigger, maybe you won't be able to kill me in time.
Yeah,
right.
That was something, man.
The ability to like force the opponent to be that aggressive when they have so little that they can commit with.
Yeah.
It's actually really good leverage use on top of everything else. And like that's the scary thing is, like even though the armor isn't always. It's not always active in the same way that like Max Brasses is when he's charged up, but it is always available. Yeah. So like he doesn't need to have leading momentum. He can always count on those armor frames being there, which means that starting at neutral, in order to make sure those armor frames aren't an issue, you need to constantly